Right, cyber attacks. We all know they happen too often. Of course, ransomware, when it first started, was very much about encrypting the files. If you want your data back, you have to pay for the key to unencrypt it. Today, it's more about stealing and then encrypting. So they don't care about the backups too much because they're going to say, OK, if you don't pay, we're going to dump your data on the internet. They want to figure out all the locations of your data, collect things like your cyber insurance policy because they want to know how much they're going to get paid, and also bank statements. There's a rule. If you want to get paid and they don't have cyber insurance, if you ask for more than a third that's in your bank, you're probably not going to get paid. You know, it's funny when I look at ransomware accounts, it's very easy to say, actually, 90% of the time, I say, what do you mean you had RDP open on the internet? What do you mean you didn't do this? How did you have your users as domain admins? There's always a reason. And it's very easy from the outside to look in and say, are you stupid? And there's always a reason they got hit. There's always something they could have done to avoid it. And it's very easy to sometimes overly criticize. But what people don't understand is quite often their passwords get put on the internet because they use the same secure password on their Netflix account and their Hulu account and something else. And one of those companies got compromised, and then their data got out on the internet. So one of the things that ThreatLocker offers is a network control agent that will track the location of all your devices, even when they're issued IP addresses by DHCP, and they'll open and close ports automatically based on the location of that device or the IP address. BitLocker on servers is one of the free, easy tips you can use. If you put BitLocker on your server, they can't reboot into safe mode without a key, because they now need the decryption keys, which means they can't run unsecured devices, they can't disable your security products in safe mode, and they can't mount the disk without knowing the recovery key. It doesn't cost anything. It's in Windows, turn it on. There's only one disadvantage, and that's if your machine blue screens, you need to know the security key. First of all, we deploy an agent. Then you learn software. We learn for you. We're not here to say whether you should run good software or bad software. George talked about AI and AI being used to detect AI. I disagree in some respects in that AI can be used to detect AI. And there's a reason for this, is we can't tell the intent that software was created. What is the difference between a piece of backup software that takes your data and copies it to the internet and a piece of data exfil software that takes your data and copies it to the internet? Hey, the backup software might even be used to exfil your data. We can't tell intent. So we deploy software and we learn and we show you what you've got. Now, when we learn, we show you a full list of software and we can give you a nice PDF report. And there are more flags on this PDF report, Russian and Chinese flags, than there are flags at a Trump rally. Once you've locked down what we do this every week with you. We do an hour call week with you. We remove any unused software from the list. We do that after you lock down because we don't want it to keep coming back during the learning. We review the permitted applications and see if we can put more advanced ring fencing policies in place. We then look at your network. We look at what policies we need to add. We block down ports like RDP. We put dynamic ACLs to stop everything else. We do the same with storage. We'll go through every week. We'll go through recommendations on how you can be more secure. Somebody asked me, how long does it take to finish deploying ThreatLocker? Well, security is never finished. We recommend you stay on a call with us at least once a month. Now, if you haven't done a demo with ThreatLocker, this is what I asked for: 3 hours. 3 hours, do a demo, do a scan of your own network, see what you're running, pick a client. We do not charge you. You can go through, I had an MSP deploy all of their clients in the trial process and lock them down before they even signed. This is how you get yourself secure. You don't install a bunch of stuff and hope that we're going to magically detect. The biggest user of ThreatLocker is not that 10,000 user MSP or the 70,000 user company in Brazil or some of the biggest airlines in the country. The biggest user of ThreatLocker is ThreatLocker. We support nearly 1 million endpoints on our cyber hero approvals. And you know what we charge for that? $1 a month. And we make money on it. And we do that with US employees. And the reason we're able to do that with US employees is because our system is designed to be easy to use and easy to manage. And if you are an existing partner and you haven't tried out our MDR or EDR services, it's a really cool add-on and it's really good at responding. And the most important thing behind an EDR is the response, because you can't run fast enough. So I ask every customer to do this: leave your existing MDR in place, turn on ThreatLocker on a trial, do some bad shit, and see who calls you first. We also have a conference in Orlando every year It's February in Orlando. There's a hands-on conference. We have laptops. We train our customers. We have cyber hero approval programs. But we also have labs, how to hack, how to use Metasploit, how to use rubber duckies, how to write successful malware. Not because we want everyone to be hackers, but we want everyone to understand how to defend themselves. It's a really cool 3 days in Florida. And if you haven't, I think there's a coupon code on here. If there's not, these guys can get you one anyway. But I think I'm out of time now. Like I said, I appreciate everyone's time today. Thank you very much, and thank you for all our partners out there.